being a mother for several years, I hadn't really realized how lazy I had become at mothering. I was constantly forgetting the important parts and just trying to survive another day. Sadly, I also used to wear my failings as some sort of badge of honor, as if just keeping her alive was my only responsibility. Hey guys, how's it going? This is Jacqueline, the unimportant homemaker, and today let's talk about motherhood. A spurt of wisdom showed me that I should let go of my previous mindset and embrace the idea of becoming a more attentive and involved mother. It was a transformative journey that showed me the true essence of nurturing a growing child. I used to work at a daycare, and one thing I learned from the children is that even 3-year-olds have a life. They have things that are important to them. They have a favorite song, a favorite food, and a favorite color, and they know lots of people. They have dreams and they have arguments, and they love to tell their stories. I learned that hearing about the new shirt their mama gave them is so exciting for them. They would talk about their family members as if I actually knew them. It was eye-opening for me. I learned that children are people too. So here are 4 ways I started elevating my child in my own eyes. When I think about how I wanted to raise my daughter, the biggest thing of all was acknowledging her as a person. She has her own ideas, her own thoughts, her own viewpoint on things. I also learned that I need to put aside my own things and be present with her. It is not a good idea to put your children last on your list. Strive to put them first. You will learn so much about them as they navigate the world. After all, it is an adult's world we live in. It's not really set up for them. Their whole life is basically reacting to things and people around them. Next, I have in my mind this new philosophy of giving my daughter the same foods that I want to eat in the same quality I desire. So, over the course of several weeks, I kept burning my daughter's food. I would get sidetracked, or maybe it was just plain negligence. After all, it was her food, and it was not my food. I have never once burned my own food, not even once. It got so frequent that she stopped asking me to cook her food. She would say, "You seem busy, so I'll do it myself." So, yes, she can cook her own food. It's just I like to cook it for her as a kindness. So I tried an experiment. I cooked my food with her food. It was just the simple loaded hash brown recipe that we eat most days. Anyway, guess what? I didn't burn the food anymore. Somehow, I had undervalued her right to eat delicious food and overinflated my right to eat delicious food. So now I have a new way of doing this. I strive to make all food delicious and tasty and unburned for my child. Another thing to become mindful of was the reality of giving my child the sassiest attitude I possess. It's so easy, right? After all, what can they do to you? What can your children do to you? I swear, some people speak about and to their children as if they were complete strangers. But now I am letting the law of kindness rule my tongue. I shouldn't speak so unbecoming to my own child. Modeling good speech is something I should always strive to do. And finally, I strive to let my child be an individual. Guess what? My daughter is not me. She doesn't love or even like the same things that I do. I buy myself floral pattern skirts because I like them, but I don't buy them for her because she doesn't. She has her own shows, her own taste in music. Watching her find out who she is while she's crafting a life for herself is such a joy to me. I have been introduced to some things I didn't even know I would like simply by letting her take the lead. And when I make a housekeeping list for our weekly deep clean, I write down all the tasks and give her first pick. I don't just make her do the task I don't want to do myself. She is free to take as many or as little as she wants. I tell her I'll do whatever is left on the list, and this works out great for us. She usually picks ones she feels I don't do the best at, such as sweeping the porch. She thinks she can do it better than me, and she usually does a more thorough job than I do. Why? Because she's a neat and orderly person and her mother is part slob. I'm just being real. I want to make certain that I put my best effort on the mothering table. I want to be good at it. A huge part of that is just letting her be who she is while treating her with dignity and respect. Do you have anything to add to this list? Let me know some of the ways you excel at motherhood. I'd love to hear some ways I can expand on my own list. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you next time here at the homestead. Bye.